Right, so welcome back. You may have clicked on from following the how to overboard a ceiling project. And now we're going to show you how to plaster that overboarded ceiling. Okay, so don't forget to like and subscribe, stay tuned. I'll give you some little tips and tricks throughout the process of this video. I'm going to give you some how-tos. I'm going to show you also the tools you need. So stay posted, let's crack on. Right, so we're back at the warm roof project. This is the overboarded ceiling. I am now just putting up the high tack pink scrim across where the plasterboards meet everywhere. So I'm just about to do that now. Here it is. I'm going to show you a little trick how to do that using your trowel. So I'm just going to get all this done now, so it's ready for plastering, and then we're going to crack on. So just remember, this videos are mainly for DIYers. Obviously most tradesmen know how to do this, okay? So all I'm going to use, put the scrim up like so, and all you want to do is get the centre of the overlapping boards where they meet in the centre line of the scrim, okay? Which I'll show you closely in a minute. And then all you can do then is using your trowel, if you don't have anything else, is get it up in place like so, and then just pushing your trowel up to the ceiling, pull the scrim back, and that cuts it nicely, like so. Okay? So as you can see there, where the two boards meet is in the centre of the scrim tape. And then on here, where it overlaps back down, we'll overlap that over the top, all the way down. So you can see in here, we've gone a little bit overkill. So because it's an overboarded ceiling, we have decided to scrim over the screws as well, because there's a little bit of flex in the ceiling. So if anyone goes on the roof at any point, you know, there's going to be a little bit of flex on the plasterboard, which could potentially pop the screw heads through onto the plaster. So that is the reason why we have scrimmed all the way down, all the screws, obviously where the joints of the plasterboards meet, everything like that, around the perimeters, just to ensure a proper job. Think about the future as well. So I'm going to crack on now, go outside, start mixing up. I'll show you how to do that. So we're outside now, or where we're going to mix up. We have 12 cordless paddle mixer. Doesn't matter if you haven't got that because it's expensive. So if you're a DIY, you could use a combi drill with a paddle whisk. Okay, so we've got a bucket for mixing up in. We have a bucket for water. So once we mixed up, we put our paddle mixer straight into this bucket, clean it off, so it's nice and clean. So depending on the mix you're going to use, obviously, depending on the size of the area you're plastering. I have 2 bags of plaster with me now, so I'm just going to do 1 bag mix now, and that will probably do the whole ceiling. So depending on the first coat, however much plaster you use for the second coat, you just need half the amount, okay? So for example, if you're using 2 bags of plaster on the first coat, on the second coat you only need 1 bag of plaster. So just remember that, it just gives you a rough idea, okay? That is the consistency you want to try and achieve for the first coat. The second coat is slightly wetter, so it's smoother when you're troweling it, and it just glides across. So we'll take this inside now, we'll crack on, get the first coat on, and then we'll show you the process. Right, so we've just done the first coat of plastering. We've just finished using the speed skim, okay, this long straight edge. We've just gone across the ceiling, dragging it across, so it's flattened out there or thereabouts. The main thing to do with the first coat is don't faff around with it, okay, so get up, leave it, because the more you mess around with it, the harder it becomes. So get it up, leave it up in place for a bit, and then I'll show you in a minute when you need to go back over it. And then basically go out, tidy all your tools, equipment, trowels, everything, tidy up all the waste, put it onto the empty bag, which I'll show you now. So using this empty plaster bag that we've got now, we're going to scrape off the excess in here, place it on top or inside of that, clean all the tools so we're ready to go, put some water in here ready for the next coat. And remember what I said, we've used 1 bag, so now we need to, on the second coat, use half a bag to finish off. So I'm going to crack on, tidy up. Right, so now, as you can see, I'm only just slightly leaving some small fingerprints. That's when you know it's the perfect time to get on with the second coat. So let's head out now, get our mix on. Water's just going in the bucket now, half a bag to go in, and we'll get a second coat on now. Always wash around the perimeter of the bucket as well. Just saves the plaster sticking to the bucket. There's a little tag on the bags of plaster here. We'll rip that out, like so. When you do this, make sure you've got a bucket trowel. I forgot mine and it's absolute pain in the arse, so I'm just using the trowel before anyone says anything. A real key thing to remember as well is when you're mixing up, be careful of it going in your eyes, because if it goes in your eyes, it really does sting. You need to get it out straight away. So, you know, if you're any DIYers, make sure you put some glass on or whatever. If you're doing it regularly like we are, you get a bit used to holding the angle, squinting one eye, just to get on with the project. But as you see, I'm mixing up in a rotation, and then now I'm near the end, pull the mixer up as it's still going, spin around, straight into the back of the water, clean it off. Right, so I'm just using my plastic trowel now, just going over it. As you can see, just finishing off. Right, this gets left with a nice finish like this. I've done this side already. Then once that's tacked off, I've gone around the edges as well with my little small tool, which I'll show you in a second. And all I've done is just brushed it then with some water, gone all the way around it, float from the edges, pull it out into the middle, and then finish it off. And then so you can get a finish with a left. Can't even talk now, I'm out of breath. You get left with a nice finish, not a finish with a left nice. Okay, no, nothing wrong with me, is there? So yeah, once I've done this with a plastic trowel, we're using a plastic trowel as well. That basically stops bringing the moisture to the surface. So if you're using a metal trowel all the time, it keeps bringing the moisture to the surface. So that stops it basically. Get that over, and then I've got to do one hard trowel, and then I am done. Right, so there you have it, that's the finished product, all sorted. So, we gave it the hard trowel, and then we've just finished off giving it a plastic trowel, wetting it at the same time, and now it's giving it a nice, smooth, shiny finish. So if you found this video helpful, drop us a comment down below, let us know what you found helpful, and if there's anything you would like us to cover in the next couple of videos coming up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one.